people live. You need to realize that there are more children attending segregated schools in the United States today than there were previous to Brown versus Board of Education, and that's a fact. You need to realize that it is not the intent of white people to let this situation change in favor of anyone but themselves. And right now, white people are really frightened. If you don't understand the destruction of Planned Parenthood offices, and you don't understand the wall that we're going to build on the southern border of the United States, you haven't read the book The Birth Dearth by Ben Wattenberg. Ben Wattenberg was a brilliant Jewish man who was a member of the American Enterprise Institute, and he wrote a book, the first paragraph of which says, "The main problem confronting the United States today is there aren't enough white babies being born in this country." He was an advisor to presidents of the United States. He wrote the book in 1987. He says if we don't change this and change it rapidly, white people will lose their numerical majority in this country, and this will no longer be a white man's land. Now, I'm not misrepresenting this. I'm telling you almost exactly what he says. He says there are three things we can do to solve this. Number one, we could pay women to have babies, as they have been doing in Western European nations for years. Then he says, and these are his words, not mine, unfortunately, we would have to pay women of all colors to have babies, so we don't want to do that. He says the second thing we could do is increase the number of legal immigrants that are allowed into this country every year. Then once again he says, unfortunately, the vast majority of those wanting to come to this country today are people of color, so we don't want to do that. The third thing he says, and women had better pay attention to this, 60% of the fetuses that are aborted every year are white. If we could keep that 60% alive, that would solve our birth dearth.
Now, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim El Shai Wahabakar Kodash, which Yahweh is the Heavenly Father's true name. Yahweh Shai is from the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ as his true name. Rakar Kodash is the Holy Spirit. I'm also going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who we will teach one of the scriptures, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing his word in all truth and all sincerity. Now, as you heard, okay, the real reason why Planned Parenthood, okay, is being, basically dismantled right now, and why there's so many issues, all right, concerning abortions, is due to the fact, not because these Edomites, these so-called white people, okay, their biblical nationality is Esau Edom, okay, it's not because they're trying to do something righteous, okay, it's not because they want to live a godly and pious lifestyle, it's because their people are dying, okay, at a rapid rate. Their race is being destroyed, okay? And you can, go to Google right now and do a simple search, and you'll find these articles, okay, all over the web. It says that in all 50 states, okay, that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, they have less birth rates, okay, than their death rates, okay? So they're dying faster than they're being born, all right? And they're losing, all right? And the reason why this is happening is because, according to Deuteronomy 30:7, which actually I'm going to give right now, it's the first scripture we're going to start off with. It says here in Deuteronomy 30:7, give me one moment. It says in Deuteronomy 30:7 that, and the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemy and all them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So right now the Lord is putting curses that the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, had to endure, had to suffer. They're being put on you now. And one of the curses in Deuteronomy 28, the 28th chapter, talks about how our nation is going to be made very, very small, okay? And that happened at one period of time, okay? When, you had the natives of North Central, South America and the Caribbean islands, they were being slaughtered at a rapid rate. The so-called blacks, okay? They came from the west coast of Africa. They came to the Americas, and they were being slaughtered, okay, at a alarming rate. You see, these things happen to us, and now they're happening to you. And that's because you've had a perpetual hatred towards us, and you've tried to destroy our race. Okay? And now all these things are falling upon your own head. And this is Psalm 7 and 15. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. And you Edomites, you so-called white people, you've dug many pits for us, right, to fall in, into fail, basically. And one of these things were this Planned Parenthood, okay? Planned Parenthood wasn't designed to, benefit our nation, okay? It was designed to destroy us, all right? And Margaret Sanger, okay, the founder of Planned Parenthood, the reason why she established this was mainly because of you so-called blacks, okay? She understood that our nation repopulates very quickly, okay? We have a very strong seed line, okay? Our men have very strong seed. The women are very fertile, okay? And they understood this. So they established these things in our neighborhoods, okay, to basically kill us off, to basically depopulate us, all right? And now this has come upon you, all right? This has come upon your people. These things that were put into place is now destroying you. As this Edomite woman had just said, that 60% of the abortions, all right, are from you so-called white people, man, all right? You are dying, man. Your race is dying, and that's why this whole abortion issue is so it's pushed, in the media right now. That's why it's becoming a main topic, okay? Because you aren't trying to do, as I said earlier, righteousness, right? As it says here in Sirach, the 14th chapter and the 7th verse, it says, "And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness." So when you declare, or when you try to do something good, it's not because you're doing it willingly. All right, there's some type of other motive behind it. There's a reason why you're doing it. Okay, like I said, you people aren't trying to be pious. You're not trying to be righteous. Okay, that's not why you're banning these these Planned Parenthoods and all that. Okay, that's not the real reason. It's because your people are dying. Because if your people were surviving and everything was a-okay, you wouldn't. This topic wouldn't be showing up on the mainstream media. All right, it would just be business as usual. Okay. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, okay, you're getting exposed. Your nation is getting exposed for the devil you really are, okay? And we're going to get Jeremiah 49 and 7 now. It says, "Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no..." And Edom is you so-called white people, okay? It says, "Is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?" Okay, and that's the Lord asking the question. Because at one point, you Edomites were very smart, okay? You had because it tells us that in the book of Ezekiel that you're wiser than Daniel, and Daniel was a prophet of the Lord, okay? You had very great worldly wisdom. That's no doubt about it, because it talks about in the book of Psalms that you made a diligent search, and it's and that's the truth, okay? You have all these scientists, in these laboratories. You have all these, professors, okay, at these universities. They're writing, what do you call that? Information down. You're getting everything in order, okay? You're analyzing things. You're calculating things. All right, you're very, in a sense, you're a very smart people when it comes to worldly wisdom, all right? But your wisdom, all right, that you have, is vanishing away because you perform foolish acts, okay? The things that you do aren't very wise at all. And you're turning into that beast state, all right, that you once were in, okay? The Lord's, making you very, very foolish, making you very, very small in numbers, all right? And you're becoming very weak, all right? And that's because your society's ending. I'm going to keep reading. Verse 8, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. And calamities are, they're coming to you. This is one of your calamities. The fact that you can't reproduce, that's a calamity. All right? Then on top of that, you have the, natural disasters destroying your homes all around the world. All right? Out here in the Midwest, you have tornadoes that have been destroying, cities, literally. Okay? People are rising up against you worldwide. You're falling, man. And it's only a matter of time. That you'll completely fall and you'll be thrown into captivity. You're not going to be the ruling class very soon. I'm going to keep reading. And it says, if grape gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some glean grapes? If these by night, they will destroy till they have enough. And that's basically saying that, if somebody is, going to be a thief, all right, they'll come in and steal what they need to steal. But see, the difference between the rest of the nations of the world and you Edomites, is you can never be satisfied. You have to have everything. You need more and more and more and more and more and more. Even though you have the power right now. You're a greedy nation. A destructive nation. You'll do everything in your power, all right, to capture all the resources by any means. Even if it means destroying the earth, destroying the people, even destroying yourself. You're a sick, destructive group of people, man. All right? And I'm going to keep reading verse 10. But I have made Esau bare, and I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. And that's what's happening. You are being made bare. You're being exposed. All right? Like this video that you see here. Your own tongue is falling upon yourself. See, this woman, all right, she, exposed what the, basically the whole issue of abortion, okay? What it's really about. All right? And this is just one aspect of life. There's so many things that you're being exposed on. All right, but since we're talking about abortion, I'm going to, focus on this. All right? It's showing you what it's really about. It's not, like I said, for you, to stop the wickedness that's going on. It's not because you want to live a righteous, pious life. It's because you are dying. Your nation is losing. Okay? And it says, how it says there, and you're not going to be able to hide yourself. And your seed is spoiled, and that's what's happening. And eventually, you're literally going to have the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the gods of the planet, the Lord's chosen people. We're going to take you down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And we're going to spoil you. We're going to take all the goods that you stole, and it's going to be, given back to us. All our gold, silver, our precious stones, our lands, okay? Our heritage, all right? Our identity. All right? And it's going to be a beautiful time when we are going to be in our rulership. Verse 11, leave the fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. And we were those people that weren't supposed to drink that cup, okay? And what's that cup? That cup of slavery, all right? Because we were supposed to be that righteous, people that were supposed to rule, all right? But since we disobeyed the Lord, now the Lord punished us, and now we're in a low estate. And since we, the chosen people, went through hell, okay, still going through it, you don't think you're going to go through your punishment? You think you're going to walk away from this scot-free, man? That's not going to happen, all right? See, your laws and your system has benefited you forever, okay, since you've been in rulership. And you're not going to use... See, look, we're not going to your law system, okay? We're going to the heavenly courts now. And the heavenly courts are finding you guilty on all charges. And you're going to deal with that punishment, all right? You're going to deal with your destruction. You're going to deal with building up our cities. You're going to deal with family separation. You're going to deal with not having a home. You're going to deal with all these horrible things that you've done to us, but double, as the scriptures say, okay? And you're not going to get around it. You're not going to see, because Cain and Esau, all right, and even the serpent, all the wicked has not been punished for all these acts, all right, because you're all the same spirit. The serpent in the garden, to Cain, to you being now Esau, and these spirits have always basically cried, complained about their judgment for the acts that they've done, and even to this day you see it. So-called white people, Edomites, every time they get caught with doing something wrong, when they're in the wrong, all right, when the things are, they're at fault for the things that they've done, they always blame it on everybody else. They don't want to, basically, they don't want to take accountability for their actions. And it's worked for so long, all right, but now we're in the time where you have to pay the tab, all right? It's like you're at a bar and you've been, buying drinks and drinks and drinks. Hey, eventually that tab's going to come to you. Bars closing, it's final call, man. Now you got to pay for this, all right? Now I'm going to read verse 13. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra, which that's one of your top cities, shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste. And that goes into, Basra also goes into being America, your top city, all right? Your top garrison, stronghold. And it's going to be a waste, a perpetual waste. And you're seeing that right now. You're seeing how all these nations worldwide are coming up against you. All your allies are falling. All right, they're not in alliance with you anymore. This place is going down. Verse 14. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come up against her and rise up to the battle. And that's going into oh God, what's his name? Abdul Gabar Nasser. All right, if I'm pronouncing that right, or how he basically said that, how are you Jewish people? All right, you Israelis, those that call themselves, the real Jews, right? He said, he made a statement. All right, how did you basically, this land here in Israel will never know peace because you left out black and returned white. All right, saying you're not the real people, because in Isaiah the 2nd chapter it says that once the Israelites go back into the land of Israel, the true Israelites, the true people of the Most High, that war is going to cease. It's not going to continue. It's going to end. And what happened the second you so-called Jews, all right, went into the land of Israel, all right, in 1948? The day after you said that this is your land, you got attacked by Arabs the day afterwards, all right, and that was the 7 days battle, okay? So you people can't be the true people of the Most High, and it's evident because you people are constantly in fear. You guys are constantly, doing wicked acts in that land. There's no way you are the people of the Lord, all right? And that's the whole lesson, another lesson within itself. And I'm going to keep going. Verse 15, this is the main reason why I brought this out, but I had to read everything. Verse 15, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised amongst men, all right? And that's what's happening. You are becoming very, very small. Your nation is weakening. You are not producing, okay? You are not producing. All right? And you're being despised. Everybody hates the so-called white man, Esau Edom. Everybody hates you. The only reason why people even deal with you is because you have the power right now. You have the money. You have the reputation. Other than that, no one wants to deal with you. You're not funny, okay? You're a backstabber. You're a liar. You're a deceiver. You're a loser, okay? You're a pig. You're filthy. All right? You don't know how to dance. You don't know how to sing. You don't know how to cook. You don't know how to fuck. You don't know how to do anything right. All right? You're a damn loser. Okay? And we're going to see more of your destruction, all right, as time passes. And with that, we're going to end this lesson. And we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Double honors to the apostle and elders of the great millstone, and salutations to you, brother. Shalom.